Hi, Richard here, owner of Learn, Implement, Share. Step-by-step mathematics teaching. What do you think about it? You know what I'm talking about. We break something down. Like if we're teaching trigonometry, we just do the smallest possible parts one at a time. So we deal with the sine situation for finding length, and then we deal with the cosine situation, and then the tan situation, or maybe a different order. And then we deal with the angle situation for each of those. And then we build it up a little bit more. Or if it's fractions, we just do one part and then do a second part and then do a third part. And we teach step by step. So here, students, here's what I want you to do next. Copy this down, do 5 or 10 of those. Now stop everyone, here's the next thing. So we teach step by step. The problem with step by step is that there's not enough cognitive load for students, so they can go into robot mode. Some people call it copycat learning. They're just like, oh yeah, just do another one of the teacher's examples. It gives them no sense of control over what they're doing, so there's no agency, but it doesn't foster understanding. Teachers use it, and I used to use it. We use it because we're trying to do our best for the students, and it makes sense to break things down in step by step. But the problem is it doesn't work very well at all. If we can present it more conceptually, still highly structured, but much more conceptually, where students have to think more. So the idea is you teach things in a less compartmentalized fashion. So it's more mastery teaching, and it's more having students thinking about what they're doing. So the reason for this message is I often have teachers say to me inside PDs, oh look, this is great, I love this, Richard, this idea, this mastery teaching thing is fantastic, and this is going to be great for my top kids, but I wouldn't use it for my bottom students because they need step by step. And here is the number one misconception. One of the main reasons the bottom kids struggle is because they've never understood the fundamentals. And the reason they haven't understood, one of the main reasons, is because they are doing this step-by-step thing, and it doesn't give them a context as to why they're doing what they're doing. Oh, okay, maths lessons is just about following whatever the teacher does, and if I do it enough, I'll remember for a few days at least, and then I'll forget about it. We need to tackle the understanding that underpins these steps that we're trying to teach. Hard to explain in a little video. So my point is, ask yourself the question, are you of the view that a more conceptual approach or a more student-centered approach or a more approach that handles the understanding first and then the procedures second, is that kind of approach, do you feel not appropriate for your bottom students because they need step-by-step? If that is your viewpoint, then please come and talk to us. Jump on one of our PDs because this will blow you out of the water, and you'll see that if you do this correctly, those students will flourish. So will your top students. But everyone needs a less compartmentalized, less step-by-step approach in mathematics. I'm not saying you don't do any step-by-step. It's never one thing or the other completely. But let's pull back. Let's have students explore more in a structured way. Let's have more student talk. Let's have less teacher talk step by step, do this next and then do that next and then do that next. So there's something to think about. There's my message for today. Thanks for listening. Richard here from Learn, Implement, Share. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.